Hey guys, it's me again, and it seems that we finally have started to see some of the Gamescom coverage, and a lot of it is juicy. Now, before I get started, gentle reminder, like, subscribe, hit the notification bell as always so that you are notified whenever I drop a new video. Well, I do want a brand new Capcom vs SNK game, and I'm sure you also want a Capcom vs SNK game. Well, turns out that both SNK and Capcom also want a new crossover game. How do we know that? Well, thanks to VGC, who actually did interview Yasuo, the King of Fighters producer, at Gamescom, and they asked him directly whether there's any interest in a new crossover. So his answer was pretty clear. He said, definitely in the future. That's something that I think everybody on all sides, in both parties, as in SNK and Capcom, are interested in making a reality. He added that especially after we saw the reaction to the EVO posters, and he's talking about these cool posters, which I have thanks to Frionel, I was not EVO. It helped us reconfirm that that is probably one of the most wanted things from the fighting game community across the entire world, and he's not wrong. He added, "We haven't really talked in detail with anybody at Capcom about it. It might have come up as a vague comment, so they have talked about it. However, we have a lot of experience in crossovers with things like Akuma and Geese in Tekken 7, Terry in Fighting EX Layer, and in Smash Bros, and Baiken in Samurai Shodown. But recently, we haven't actually done anything with Capcom, even on character collaboration stuff. So that poster at EVO, in our sense, was the first step towards maybe something like that happening in the future." And he was asked whether we'll have to wait 20 years to see a new entry in SNK vs Capcom and Capcom vs SNK. Oda said, 20 years is definitely too long for me. We'll try and get it done in 10. So he was joking. Doesn't mean it's going to be done in 10 years. But it's quite interesting to see that both companies are actually interested. And there's one thing that actually caught my eye when he said, we haven't done anything about a character. So collaboration, in terms of collaboration. And by that, he means they never had an SNK character in a Capcom game or a Capcom game in an SNK character. And I do think, and I said this multiple times, right? This is the next logical step. Now, since a couple of years ago, things have started getting better between SNK and Capcom. We had the re-release of the SNK versus Capcom Match of the Millennium, which is an amazing Neo Geo Pocket color game that was released on Nintendo Switch and then on Steam, showing that the two companies are working together. And then you have the poster that I talked about earlier, two posters which are great, and it also shows a new, like, there's still some sort of good relationship. Add to that, they actually see a lot of Capcom employees commentating or tweeting back at SNK tweets, whether for a new character reveal, etc. And SNK staff do the same for Capcom's tweet, which shows that they are definitely on great terms. Now, when do we think this is going to happen? Well, don't get too excited. This is not something that's going to happen now. SNK is already really hard at work on the next Fatal Fury game, as we saw in the previous video, and Capcom is hard at work on Street Fighter 6. So these two games are going to take the majority of the workforce of these two companies. So I don't expect to see a new entry in the Capcom crossover, Capcom and SNK crossover in quite some time. And as I said, the next logical step, and I said this again in my last video where I talked about Capcom vs SNK 3, the next logical step is to have, kind of like what Oda-san said, a Street Fighter character in a KOF game or in an SNK game, and an SNK character in a Capcom game. Once we have that, then we'll probably have a proper re-release with online for Capcom vs SNK 2 or Capcom vs SNK or SNK vs Capcom. Once you see that happen, once you see these two steps have taken place, then expect an announcement of for a new Capcom vs SNK 3 or SNK vs Capcom 2. Pretty exciting times to even be talking about this. Pretty exciting to see that Yasuo is talking about this, right? I mean, we've been talking about this for a while, right? We're hoping for it to happen, and it kind of feels like it is within our grasp, kind of thing. So hopefully that's the case. We'll know in the future, not the immediate future, obviously, but kind of exciting. So what do you guys think about this tidbit and this hints from Yasuo? Let me know what you think in the comment section. Don't forget to like and subscribe, and until next time, thank you guys for watching. I hope you guys enjoyed this video from Neogeonow. Now don't forget to like and subscribe if you have not done so, and I would like to take this opportunity and thank my patrons for supporting the channel and making this content possible. Making daily videos and especially the documentaries and lore episodes takes a very long time and a lot of effort, and being able to get some support for these time-consuming tasks allow me to keep going and strive for more and better content. With that said, I want to give a big special shout out to Michael, Brian Tiard, Fahad Al-Suwaidi, Jacques Paul, Berugadono, and Enrique Sandoval, as well as special thanks to Shaka Asamia, Refugio Robles, Felipe Guimara, Jihao Ju, Muhammad Al-Blushi, Anthony Longino, Burned Retinas, Lily Wong Esmeralda, Goran, and Dangerman 1973. Those of you who are not yet Neogeonow patrons, I hope you will check my Patreon page where you can become patrons, helping the channel produce more videos as well as receive special perks that are exclusive to patrons, like early access to videos, exclusive making-offs, and other SNK digital goodies. Link for the Neogeo Patreon page is in the description below. So until next time, thank you for watching.